So Hot Toys have announced 2 Punisher figures. So a while ago, they announced Punisher from his sort of short movie, the Punisher One Last Kill, where he only wore this outfit for or we only saw this look for him on screen for 20 seconds, which is a bit disappointing. And recently, Hot Toys announced the Punisher from his own show. We all thought they would do a Punisher from Brand New Day, and I thought this was the Punisher from the new Spider-Man movie, but no, it says the Punisher down there, so it's from his show. I'm guessing from Season 2, because I'm actually rewatching Season 1 the time of me recording this video, and he has shorter hair than this. But anyway, in this video, we are going to be deciding which Punisher is the best one to get, or actually, I kind of know what one I would choose. But let's say what we're going to do in this video is we're going to decide which one is the best for the money, you know, the one where you get the most accessories or whatever, and which one is the most detailed, and which one I would personally pick up. And also, maybe if you should get both. So first of all, we are going to look at the One Last Kill Punisher figure. So first of all, you do get a leather jacket with this figure, and actually he didn't wear a leather jacket in the show, because like I said, we only saw him in this look for 20 seconds without the jacket on. I'm really happy they threw in a jacket with this release, or this announcement should I say. It will be released whenever, I don't know, probably in a year's time. And they didn't actually do the same with the new Punisher they've announced. So far this one's already looking a bit more beefy when it comes to accessories. But anyway, the head sculpt looks, I would say, decent. You got the beard, full beard, and I just think the likeness is good. It is really good. I don't know if it's perfect. I think it looks better. When I watched Justin's video where he was looking at the pictures from Secret Base, it looked a bit better. I think the head sculpt is definitely very strong. Definitely can see the actor in the sculpt, but it's definitely not perfect, I don't think. But yeah, as you can see, the sort of skull on his sort of bulletproof vest, it really pops. I love that. Really nice. One thing Justin did say in his preview is he thinks the suit should be more weathered. I'm pretty sure, I'm not sure, I don't really remember, but I'm pretty sure that might have been a brand new outfit he threw together, so maybe there was no weathering in the show, because as you know, at the end of the show, he put on his new outfit, which we've never seen before. Obviously, we've seen Punisher wear a skull on his chest, or you know what I mean. But this one looked a bit different, so maybe he's just thrown on a new outfit, washed it and stuff, because it was a fresh start. You know what I mean? So I kind of understand why Hot Toys didn't weather the outfit, but I kind of wish they did. The forearms look really good as well, as you can see. And yep, honestly, display base is quite boring. Spoiler alert: you do get pretty much the same type of display base with both of the figures, but I honestly love how that skull pops on his chest. It really stands out. It's going to stand out on your shelf, and right here from afar, that head sculpt looks pretty much perfect. And I love that the shotgun's on his back. I love how he's holding the AK there. Really, really good looking figure. And here's the jacket though, looking absolutely awesome. Really glad you get a jacket with this figure. It looks like the jacket's wide. It's made out of leather, or actually I think Hot Toys are using another material which is even more durable than leather, because even leather can crack over time. Obviously pleather will do it a lot faster, but actually I think I heard it's out of their new sort of leathery material. I don't know, but honestly, yeah, this figure from afar here, it looks incredible, and you can already see all the accessories you get with this, as we're flicking through the pictures. You get quite a few accessories, and I think this figure, yeah, really is outstanding. The more and more I'm looking at him again, the more I'm actually liking the figure more and more. But yeah, look at that. Look at that. This skull, it just pops. It literally is the first thing your eye looks at. And the head sculpt is very good. With moving eyes, obviously. It's 2026. Come on, guys. Honestly, without moving eyes, would one hit scale be as popular as it is? Probably not. Leather-like microfiber material coat. Yeah, like I said, it's a new sort of microfiber sort of new material, which should be more durable than leather, and yes, bendable wire embedded. Amazing. Absolutely awesome, Hot Toys. Anyway, here's all his accessories. We've got a shotgun. I think that's a, I don't know, pump shotgun, or a hammer pump shotgun or something. I don't know. AK-47, I think. You got a little hatchet there. You can put on his back, which is really cool. You get a load of ammo pouches. Looks like just a basic hand cannon pistol, a little knife, and obviously the leather jacket. Or sorry, not leather jacket, but yeah, but leather jacket, or better material leather jacket thing. amazing. So with this figure, you get quite a lot, honestly, quite a lot. Wish the display base was better, but honestly, it does the job. This figure I'm actually more crazy about than I was before. Now it's time to look at the new Punisher figure. So honestly, the head sculpt, in my opinion, it's just perfect. Like, absolutely perfect. I love, like, the scratches on his face, and it just looks like he's just looking at me right now. It looks like a picture from the movie, sorry, from the show. It doesn't even look like a figure. That's how realistic it is. There's forearms. Wow, this figure is... It just blew me away when I first saw it. The gun he's holding there looks like a tactical assault rifle. He's got a rocket launcher. It kind of looks like an Anvil rocket launcher. But honestly, wow, look at that head sculpt, like with the moving eyes, the side eye there, sorry. Wow, that looks incredible. It's just wow. And now let's talk about the skull on his chest. So it doesn't pop as much as the One Last Kill version, but I do think it looks a bit more mean. I don't know why. It looks like it's more like weathered. It's been used more. It looks terrifying, and I love that the little teeth are actually daggers. I think you can pull those out and stab someone in the face with those, you know what I mean? I love that. Really cool. It looks like there's a little bit of weathering on it. Or maybe not, actually. I don't know. Hopefully they actually weather this one. I understand why they haven't weathered the One Last Kill, but hopefully it looks like it's weathered. I really hope they do, though, especially with this one, considering he's got battle damage on his face. This figure needs to be weathered. Like, the fabric and stuff, it has to be weathered. So hopefully they do that. Unfortunately, though... Oh, actually, it kind of does, like, right... Here it looks a bit weathered, but that could just be the lighting. One thing which is holding this figure back ever so slightly is you don't get a leather jacket with this figure. That would have been really, really cool. The Anvil rocket launcher looks like it's got some weathering on it, some chipping, sorry. But yeah, this figure looks amazing. Like, sometimes the head sculpt looks a little strange from the pictures, but just like the Wolverine figure, actually. Some of the blogger photos, or not blogger photos, these are the announcement photos, but the head sculpt look a bit weird. But in person, I think this head sculpt will look perfect, just like the Wolverine head sculpt, because yeah, sometimes I thought the pictures looked a bit off, even though the head sculpt was perfect. But yeah, honestly, now I'm looking through these photos again. I'm finding it quite difficult which one I think I would like more. Actually, no, that's kind of a lie. I think I already know what one I think is slightly better, actually. Also, it looks like there's also some weathering there, isn't it? Or is it just the lighting? Maybe it's very lightly weathered. I'd like to watch as well, but they need to weather the crap out of this figure. Yeah, look at that. Look right there. That image right there. That's right there. Look at that. The head sculpt looks amazing from this angle here. It kind of looks like in the pictures or whatever, it's a seamless head sculpt. One day they'll give a seamless head sculpt, but I'm guessing it's just the pictures. Basically, with the Deck Predator, sort of from Predator Badlands, they sort of photoshopped all the seam lines out on his mandibles where you can remove them. And the figure looked great, and then the secret base pictures or whatever, or convention photos, it looks god-awful. So they probably on site, they do Photoshop, like, seams out, I'm pretty sure. Which is kind of a stupid move. Not stupid, but it's kind of like you're lying, you know, to everyone. But, you know, look at this. The figure has no seams, and then when you see it in hand and that, it does. So I really hope they stop flipping Photoshopping seams out. Sometimes they don't, but I think they do. Maybe they don't, but I think they do sometimes. But the head sculpt is a 10. Like, the One Last Kill one is very good. Not quite a 10, I don't think. But this one is 100% a 10 for me. But yeah, look at that. I love it. It's weathered. You know, it looks really, really awesome. I love it. It doesn't pop as much as the One Last Kill version, but it is really, really awesome. And yeah, it looks like maybe we have slight weathering. I don't think they... Oh, I think they've weathered it very slightly. Maybe some blood on there or something. Come on. This is the Punisher. But anyway, now for accessories, we get a Anvil rocket launcher, I'm pretty sure, or a rocket launcher. Looks like a tactical assault rifle. We get a pistol. Definitely we don't get as much as the One Last Kill version. Some ammo pouches again. But yeah, I guess it's now time to figure out which Punisher figure is, you know, the best value for money, and which one I think looks more detailed, looks more realistic. So let's jump into that, shall we? Now let's first get this out of the way. The obvious answer is, which one you think looks better? Well, obviously. And another obvious answer is most people will be going for the Punisher version, because, you know, we see like that version pretty much like 2 whole seasons. Oh, I don't know, the haircut looks a bit different. I don't know when this looks based off. I think it's probably season 2. But yeah, we see him without a beard, more blah blah blah, more iconic look with the chest, you know, blah blah blah, sorry, chest symbol on his bulletproof vest. And the One Last Kill version, yeah, we've seen him with a beard a few times in his own show, but that look, we only see him for like 20 seconds at best, should I say. But the less obvious answer is, which one looks more detailed? I would honestly say the Punisher version does, just because the head sculpt looks more detailed. You got more blood and stuff on the face, or you got blood on the face and stuff. I liked how the sort of chest symbol kind of looks weathered, sort of like rubbing off, fading a bit. It's really, really awesome. And I don't know. The forearms look great on both. I just feel like slightly, I think the Punisher version looks a bit more like grittier, more detailed, should I say, and fits the Punisher vibe more. Now the One Last Kill version, don't get me wrong, is amazing. I love how the skull pops on the chest, but it's definitely a look we barely ever see him in. Looks wise, I think the One Last Kill version, it pops a bit more because of the chest, but honestly, yeah, I think the Punisher version will look better because of that head sculpt. It's kind of, it's kind of hard, like the chest pops more on the One Last Kill, but on the Punisher the head sculpt looks more, you want more engaging, I don't know. Now, for value of money, which one I think is the best for the money, I would say it's actually the One Last Kill version, because you get an awesome wired leather jacket, which actually he didn't even wear in the show, or in that small, I don't know, short film. So I love that they added that. He looks great with the jacket on. You get more weapons, more stuff like that. Display bases are pretty much exactly the same. So yeah, I say, like I said, quick summary. What's more detailed? I think the Punisher one looks more detailed. Better value for money would be the One Last Kill. And should you get both? I'm definitely considering doing that, but probably not, honestly. If I was going to go for any of them, honestly for me it'd be the Punisher, but for both, yes, honestly, if you're a massive Punisher fan, I can see why you would get both, because you can do some head swaps maybe, if Hot Toys allow you to do that. Sometimes on purpose they don't allow you to do head swaps, they change the neck connectors because they're sometimes, Hot Toys make me wonder sometimes. But what you can do, you can switch between weapons between both of them, and most importantly, you can let the Punisher version wear the One Last Kill jacket if you wanted to, which is really cool. So yeah, there's definitely a reason why to get both of them if you're a hardcore collector, or most importantly, a hardcore Punisher fan. But honestly, yeah, if you want better value for money, get the One Last Kill version. If you want a bit more detail when it comes to the head sculpt and stuff, and the chest looks a bit more grittier, you know what I mean? You want more of that Punisher sort of feel, get the Punisher one, and obviously get the one, most importantly, get the one you think looks the best. So if it's the One Last Kill look, you really love that look with the beard and stuff, just get that. So there we go, hope that all made sense. That's my sort of thoughts on both of the figures. I think they're both outstanding, love them, would love to get both of them in for a review and sort of do this video again, but like in hand. Probably don't want to repeat this video twice, so I probably won't get both of them in hand. I'll probably just get the Punisher version, but I think they're both outstanding figures. And let me know in the comments which one you prefer, and I'll catch you guys in another review, figure preview, or short.